Bro, if I knew how bad the economy was gonna be up today, I wouldn't have been riding no bikes, playing no video games. But I would have bought a house when I was 10. They did a study based on today's economy. Like, what should minimum wage be based on today's economy to make sure an American is comfortable living a day-to-day life, like with the prices, how the prices is up to date. Bro, do you know how much they say you need to make an hour to be comfortable around this motherfucker? 66 fucking dollars an hour. $66 an hour, bro. Who the fuck making that? That ain't even the kicker. You make $66 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. At the end of the month, guess how much you gonna have in whole? 10 bands. Oh no, but don't think you taking the whole 10 bands. You forgot about Uncle Sam. You're going home with 6,500. Maybe a 7 ball if you lucky. Okay, so eliminate all the bills and life expenses from that 6,500. You left even motherfuckers who making $66 an hour after paying all their bills and life expenses at the end of the month. They only gonna be able to save a band or two a month. So regular motherfuckers like me and you was just cooked. We po. We just at this point we just on the internet seeing who can be po better. Who can be best at being po.
How are y'all affording stuff right now? I feel like we're not talking enough about this. Everything is so freaking expensive, and I don't know what the heck. I know I'm not the only one going through this. I mean, from groceries, clothes, everything is so expensive right now, and it's literally by the grace of God that me and my family are surviving. I can't imagine what it's like for somebody who doesn't make the type of money that I make, and I don't even make a lot of money. But like, this is really a struggle. How are we surviving?
It's incredibly difficult to live in America for so many people, mostly because it's just a sad country at this point. It's a lonely country. I hear it from people all the time. We just don't have bonds. We don't have friendships. I can't tell you how many elderly people I talk to every day who just want to talk because they have no one else to talk to. You don't have any kind of companionship because it's just common now for people to grow old alone. But that's what life is in America. It's an act of loneliness. It's a involuntary vow of solitude. And I think it's one of the biggest shames because it doesn't have to be that way. People here are no different than they are anybody else, but for some reason we just don't want to talk to each other. We don't want to be friends with each other. We don't want to go do anything. Yeah, it's expensive, sure. But for those of us who grew up poor, and I mean really poor, we never had money to spend to go do things, but we were doing things all the time. One of the things I'm very grateful about when it comes to my parents, one of the few things is that they were able to show us magic in life, even though we didn't have anything. Whether that's going to a park, going into the woods. Usually it revolved around nature because nature's free. For now. Because these days we have to make everything a commodity. We have to monetize everything. There's no real escape from something attacking your wallet. And that's one of the reasons why people do seek out isolation and solitude, because being alone in the United States is one of the only ways to be free. To be by yourself, to lock yourself in your house where no one's trying to tax you. Whether that's an actual tax or whether it's just the daily expenses that you have when you're out and about. There's many people find themselves not being able to leave the house without spending $100, without $200. And
grocery. You ever notice that living in 2025 feels like we're all in a bad reality show called Survivor Grocery Store Edition? Like the producers keep raising the difficulty level just to see who taps out first. People used to say, don't cry over spilt milk. Now we're crying over the price of milk. $4 a gallon? Bro, I used to get that for less than a scratch-off ticket. Now it's either calcium or the Powerball. Pick one. And don't even get me started on fast food. Remember when the dollar menu was $1? Now the value meal costs as much as a Netflix subscription. Chick-fil-A charging $10 for a sandwich and then hitting you with a tomato surcharge? At that point, just open a farmer's market, my guy.
Start saving your money, man. It's real. Save your money. Did you guys know in 2025 that if you make $35K a year and you have a household with 2 people, that means a mom and maybe a child, that you're living in poverty? That's how bad things have gotten. If you make $35K a year and you have a household of only 2 people, you're actually living in poverty. you can't afford to do anything but pay bills. People are living right now, going to work every day, coming home from work every day. They make just...
How do people afford to live? I am leaving Costco with 6 items, $165 for 6 things. I mean, salmon's one of them, but my heart goes out to all you moms and dads who are raising families and trying to feed your kids. I don't have any college educations to pay for. 6 items, $165. How are families making it and surviving in this day and age? Holy cow.
Well, people are complaining that the prices in grocery store have gone up, and our president is saying that prices went down. I'm a nerd, okay? Call me a nerd. I have receipts from June 2024 right through today. So we're going to go grocery shopping, and we're going to do some price comparison, and I'm going to show you how more expensive your groceries really are. I live in Howell, New Jersey, which is a suburban neighborhood. You know, not anything fancy. I'm at ShopRite. I'm not at Trader Joe's. I'm not at Whole Foods. I'm at ShopRite. We buy the same thing every single week, okay? Let's go shopping. Coffee is one of the biggest I've seen increases. Okay, now here on my receipt, we buy 8 o'clock coffee. I circled it because I used it one other time. Sorry for the blurriness. $9.99. You see that? $9.99. See it now? $17.99. In less than a year. $17.99, $9.99. So it is doubled in price. Coffee is insane. And this is not even a fancy brand like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Let's keep going. All right, I just met a lady here at the meat department who said, horrible. She can't believe the prices. Chopped meat, $17.90, $17.46 for 3 pounds of chopped meat. Are you out of your freaking mind? This little package of chopped meat, which is 93% lean, is $7 for that little piece. That could make 2 hamburgers. You're kidding me, right? Let's just take for shits and giggles, let's go over to a roast beef. $11 for $22. I'm speechless. Here's a beef around $19. Wowza. First of all, this ShopRite is a very, very, very busy ShopRite. Our shelves are not full. Because we are not buying American beef anymore. Do not buy American beef. This is absolutely awful. A London broil, they're on sale this week. Top London broils are on sale for $5.19. You used to get a London broil on sale for like $2 on sale. Look at this, $23. Oh my God. A London broil, where's the ones that are on sale? They don't even have any on sale. They have these flat things here. Want to do some beef kebabs with vegetables or some stir fry? Are you ready? $20.13 for that. You gotta be. Who can live? Okay, we're not big cereal eaters, but a box of cereal, $6.29. Life cereal, $6.29. Raisin Bran, $6.49. I remember getting these for like $3 when I ate cereal. Holy moly. Okay, here you could see Schneider's thin pretzels, $3.99. My husband loves to have some pretzels, so we get some pretzels. They don't have out any of their thin pretzels, but you can see all of them. Schneider's pretzels are $4.79 now. $4.79, almost $1 increase from 1 year from now. Okay, so Mr. Orange Man, when you tell me prices are down, you're out of your fucking mind. We do eat I cook with a lot of beans. I'll make chili, stuff like that. Black beans, 99 cents. Kidney beans, 99 cents. corn in a can, 79 cents. And this receipt is from 12/12/24. Here you go. Kidney beans, $1.89. Corn, $1.59. Where's the black beans? Black beans, here we go. They're 4 for $5, so $1.29 from 77 cents. Now sometimes I do buy the ShopRite brand, which is Bowl in the Basket. These are on sale by 11 cents, so the normal price is 94 cents, and I showed you 77. So even the store brand has gone up, okay? The store brand has gone up. Here's their black beans, 77 cents last year, 94 cents now. They're on sale for 88 cents. You can't tell me groceries haven't gone up. Would you like me to continue, or should we call this Marlene's right? If you like cookies, you're shit out of luck. For Chips Ahoy, $5.59 a bag. I'm just like in shock here. Oreos. These are the Oreos thins, $5.69 Oreos. Here's the right Oreo mint, whatever Oreo you want, $5.69. Cookies used to be like $2 a bag. I don't have any of those on my receipts, I'm sorry to say, because I do get my husband cookies. He likes to have a little bit of cookies, okay? So, to each their own. So please tell me where eggs have gone down. This is the store brand, $5.99, so $6. $4.79 for those are extra large. Please tell me where eggs have gone down. These are the store brand, $4.99. Now you get into Edwin's Best, $4.49. Another farm here, $4.99. $4.89. So where are the $1.99 eggs that Trump is talking about? Please tell me. Because organic is $7.29, the brown eggs, that I can get up the street from my house, because we do have a lot of farms by our house. We can get up the street from our house. I could, for $7, I could probably get 5 dozen. This is insane. So please don't tell me eggs are down either, because they are not.
I just got home from the food store and I didn't have time to process how much money I spent. So let's break it down. I went to Target and I spent $137. Then I went to ShopRite and spent $551, totaling $688. We are a family of 3, me, my husband, and my almost 2-year-old. All the things that I got, most of it was like, household products, face wash, things like that. Things that were like buy 3 for whatever, like cheaper, blah, blah, blah. I also got other stuff too, fruits, vegetables, meat, bread, eggs, cheese, like stuff like that. Things that like we go through every single day. I come home, I show my husband everything I bought. He's like, whoa, this is very overwhelming. How much money did you spend? I tell him, and he was like, needless to say, he left, went for a bike ride so he can, just take his mind off how much money that I just spent at the food store. It's fucking tough out here, man.
$17.33. That's how much I paid today for this coffee. I'm here and I'm just adding some numbers together and doing my budget because you know what? Today I asked my husband, where's the money? We're making the best we've ever made. Both earners, both incomes, good incomes and everything. And we don't have money. We're living paycheck to paycheck basically. So I put the numbers together and I decided to look at my budget. On June the 2nd, 2023, and I'm going to try to insert somewhere here the photo I took a shot of, how much I paid for it. On June the 2nd, 2023, the same exact coffee was $9.92. It's almost doubled in 2 years. Of course, my salary hasn't doubled. My income has not doubled. It went up a little bit, but certainly nowhere near that. And I don't know where my money goes. Every month, I'm struggling.
Y'all, the other day, me and my homie were talking about inflation, and we both admitted we can't keep up no more. This shit is hitting harder than a police officer that just came home to his wife. And there's some areas that were hit so hard that I don't even shop there no more. But I'm gonna need y'all to peep game and lock in. The first is anything hair or beauty related. Back when I was in Minnesota, it cost me $20 to get a haircut. My freshman year of college, I moved out to Illinois. About 40 minutes from Chicago, my barber was charging $40. And that was back in 2020. Now he's charging $55. This is the last time I got a haircut, May 2022. I don't even look real, I look like a stunt double. And if y'all think barbers are crazy, go see how much these hairstylists are charging. I called a lady in Chicago for cornrows. She told me it'd be $120 and I had to come with my hair wash and blow dry. Then what the fuck are you doing? Are you an escort? Are we fucking? $120 for me to do half the job? Don't piss me off. And don't even get me started on food prices, bro. I spent $7 on peanut butter yesterday. And it was fucking Skippy, the cheap shit. And shout out Keith Lee for exposing a lot of these restaurants. They raised their prices and then started treating us like shit.
Shrinkflation is the real villain here. You open a bag of chips and it's basically a balloon full of disappointment. Yogurt cups half empty, detergent bottles slimming down like they're on Weight Watchers, and bread so thin you could use it as tracing paper. At this rate, Oreos are going to come with 1 cookie per pack and a note that says, "Be grateful." And don't let anyone hit you with the "just get a side hustle" speech. Like, sir, I don't have time to become an Uber driver, Etsy seller, and part-time llama farmer just so I can afford gas.
How is this $150? $150, and the only meat is the bacon.
So y'all, I'm at my favorite grocery store, and I just want to show y'all the prices on some of this stuff. Hold up. This is really great tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce, and it's $11.99. Wow. This is the signature select roasted onion and garlic pasta sauce, and it's $2.49. And I think I'm gonna try this one. Parmesan cheese, $8.99. This is $8.99. OMG, when did this cheese become $12? Look at that. $13. I remember when these were like $1.50.
$6.15 fucking cents for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 fucking for a small pack of Starbucks coffee. Oh my god. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry. $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking. Cause look at that. Clearance. $8.39. I'm telling you right now. We're going to be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all going to be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
$17.49 for 1 can of coffee in America. This used to be $11.99 a month and a half ago. Yeah. Are we gonna go uncaffeinated in America? Because of what the fuck? What the fuck? $17.49 for one.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with food right now? This is literally 93.7. It's all organic or whatever, all grass-fed for $10.49 fucking pound. That's ridiculous. Even down here for $85.15, it's more. It's $11.50. And that's organic or whatever. But still, you have 96.4 for $8 a fucking pound. What the fuck's going on?
What is this? Do you see that price? Do you see this? I didn't get the good burger. I got the cheap crap, and it's still that. How can we eat when these are crappy meat prices? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
So, out grocery shopping at Kroger's, and I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. $23 for 2 pounds of lunch meat. $23. How the hell are we supposed to feed our kids on this crap? Overlook it, they're on sale. Don't be thinking I'm a chip hoarder, because I'm not. I'm getting the deal. I'm a couponer. But $23 for some ham.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the high schoolers are out of school. The college kids are back. So if you're at the grocery store, they put them on the late shift and they be on their phones. Get what I'm saying? They be on their phones at the self-checkout.
Y'all, this is an emergency. There's no goddamn fruit in the grocery store. I repeat, we are running out of fruit. We are running out of vegetables. I saw it with my own eyeballs. Let me rewind this back for y'all, because it is not good, friends.
That's normally like all the way stacked up. This would normally be like overflowing. This would be completely stuffed. This should be like overflowing with strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. So crazy. There's nothing here. This is just sad. Like, I'm really sad. I don't know what the fuck people think is gonna happen. There's juices. There's usually like an abundance of apples just everywhere, and melon. These 4 huge bins are usually overflowing with watermelon. Yeah.
The wildest part, people making $75K are still broke. They used to be a flex. Now it's like, congrats, you can afford rent, beans, and maybe 2 Frosties a month if you don't get sick. So here's the plot twist. It's not us. We're not bad with money. We're not lazy. We're just existing in an economy where a McDonald's hash brown costs more than a whole sack of potatoes. If that doesn't scream simulation glitch, I don't know what does. Moral of the story, hug your Arizona iced key can. 99 cents and still holding strong. That's the last soldier left in this inflation apocalypse.
I don't know about anybody else, but for 2025, I'm locking in on my apartment, okay? I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying home. I'm tired of paying these high prices rent. I'm over it. I'm locking in my place. That's it. I will make a gem in a little corner somewhere. I will read. I will watch me 1,000 movies before I continue to go outside. There's nothing outside for me. I'm tired of paying rent. I'm over it. Then they got the nerve to go up 4% every year. Like how? Why?
If you live in California like myself, you should be prepared to pay up to $8 per gallon of gas starting with 2026, and I am completely outraged because of it. Phillips 66 and Valero are closing 2 refineries by the end of 2025 and beginning of 2026 in California, and here is why. Why are they closing? Because of California tight regulations, aggressive environmental policies, and also very high costs associated with doing business in California. Now, these refineries count for 20% of our oil usage in California, so it's not a small amount, it's actually pretty significant. Now, the main problem is California does not have the infrastructure to replace that supply, so that means we have to bring it from somewhere else, which is higher prices for transportation and much more. Now, a lot of Californians they know are already switching or switched to electric vehicles just to be able to afford going to work and back. But what if you cannot afford to buy a brand new car? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts about this.
So does anybody else feel like eating out isn't worth it anymore? I literally just went to Chick-fil-A and spent $50 on food for 3 people. And then about a month ago, I had a buddy of mine who was in California visiting, and we went out to dinner at a Chinese restaurant, and we spent $85, $90, including tip. And here's the crazy thing. We only ordered 3 plates of food and 2 bowls of rice. That's it. And it cost $85. I rarely eat out, number 1, because it's expensive, and then number 2, and more importantly, it's very unhealthy. But I cannot believe how expensive it is to eat at a restaurant these days. Even when I was growing up, and I'm 32 by the way, you could go to McDonald's and get a large Big Mac meal for $8. Nowadays, even if you go to a fast food restaurant, I swear everything costs per person at least $12, $13, if not more. I always look at the inflation numbers that the Federal Reserve releases every month, and they keep saying inflation is down. But I keep looking at my food bill, and it keeps going up. And it's not even eating outside at restaurants too. My grocery bill is up significantly. I am spending over $2,000 on groceries every month. Comment below and let me know if you guys are experiencing the same things, because I am absolutely flabbergasted I spent this much money at a fast food restaurant today.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over these prices on everything. I just left from Walmart. I spent almost $200 on nothing. On nothing at all. Nothing at all. You know, I ain't broke. I don't mind spending it. I don't mind spending it at all. Sometimes you be like, okay, I'm gonna spend some money for sure. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. And it's not a long receipt. I don't think I got that much for almost $180 worth of shit. There's no way. There's no way. I kept looking at the receipt, looking at my shit, looking at the receipt, looking at my shit. They had to give me. They had to give me. I calculated everything on this receipt. Like, there's no way. The receipt is right. The receipt is right. Wow. I feel like I didn't get shit. So I don't feel like it was worth $180. And that's disappointing. Like, if I would have got some big shit, like something on this list over $15, I'm like, okay. But I didn't spend over $15 on one item. I'm stressed.
How in the Sam hell does $1.99, $5.69, and $8.29 equal up to $300? There's no way that I have $300 in food in the back of my car. I just literally spent $8.69 on 18 eggs. I just spent $4 something on a half a gallon of milk. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some fucking chickens. I'm going to make my own fucking eggs. I'm going to buy a cow and I'm going to milk that bitch because I am not paying these prices. Who the fuck does that? Oh my God. Yeah. Buy some chickens, buy a cow, plant some vegetables, do something, because this shit's crazy. Holy shit.
Can somebody tell me why these chicken wings $30.80 for 10 of them? I might as well go to a restaurant and purchase them already cooked and clean and everything. I thought he said he was going to reduce grocery prices. The lies they tell.
To get gas, everyone. With so much going on in the world, they are expecting for gas prices to soar.
This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore, because you can't even get, this is less than 2 pounds of ground beef and it's $16. Are you kidding me? I guess we're not eating meat, people. This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. 1 can of tuna, basically $5. This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. It's $7. It says large size, but it's not. It literally is the old small box size.
This is fucking crazy. Before I leave Publix, I gotta show y'all these prices. This is for a case of sodas. This used to be $3 to $4. This is $9.29 for a case of sodas. Look at this, for a case of root beer, it's $11.49. A carton of eggs is $11.39. Come on with these prices, bro. For a bag of barbecue Lay's, $4.99. It's $5 for a bag of chips. It used to be $2. This is insane. This is $10 for a case of Gatorade. And they had the nerve to put buy 2, get 1 free. You're paying $20 for 2 cases of Gatorade, man. That's insane. These used to be $4. And they're doing buy 2, get 1 free, making people think that they're getting a deal. It's crazy, man. What happened to our country in just 4 years? What happened? Just 4 years ago, all of these were $1. Now we're at $3.59. I don't know what Joe Biden has done to our country and Congress in the last 4 years, but we need a clean sweep. We need to redo our Congress, our Senate, our House of Representatives, because these people aren't favoring the people in our country. They're looking out for themselves. They're investing in stocks that favor their stocks. They're fattening the pockets of themselves and their own families.
They don't care about the people. So come November, let's make this right.